Welcome back to the Ania Bay Show, where the news makes fucking sense. On today's episode of Trump Isn't That Bad, y'all need to be open so we can manifest better. Please. Trump appoints Alice Marie Johnson as pardon czar during Black History Month at the White House. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't like saying Black History Month. I don't. But we just got, that was something that Americans did for a little while. We just something new in life. So we're just going to reference that. According to Fox News, President Donald Trump has appointed Alice Marie Johnson, a woman he pardoned during his first term, as pardon czar. So let's just get into this video.
So Donald Trump just pardoned a black woman, a real black
I
woman.
went to prison in 1996. They sentenced me to life plus 25 years as a first-time nonviolent offender.
And then he turned around and said, you're now in charge of who gets pardoned.
Alice Johnson. She spent 22 years in prison, 22 years. She had another 22 years left. Can you believe it? You've been an inspiration to people. And we're going to be listening to your recommendation on pardons. You're going to go over and she's going to be my pardon czar, okay? And you're going to find people just like you that should not have happened.
So you mean to tell me a person that's been mistreated by the justice system, really mistreated by the justice system, now gets to go look at other people who possibly have been mistreated by the same justice system and recommend them for pardons?
Praise to the Most High. Y'all always got something negative to say about Trump, and that means you can't see the blessings. This woman was literally desperate in a time where her son just passed away. There was a lot of hardship in her life, and she got involved with some drugs, right? It was a non-violent charge she was also charged with, and she never actually touched none of the drugs. She was a very low-level person involved in the entire situation. And if you know anything about the 90s, they were actively looking for black people to lock up for whatever reason they could find. This is huge. Alice Marie has experienced things where she can understand who and what needs to be pardoned, how. Babe. Like, Trump is not the best, but what I like to do is I like to see the flowers in the middle of the storm. Always. Always. Johnson never touched a drug. I just want y'all to understand that. They made a lot of money off of this woman because everybody in prison is paying somebody's salary. Understand that. So when y'all want to go ahead and be cheering on certain things, understand that there's a lot of movements being made in the right direction. Okay? Alice became a champion for overburdened case officers and has also fought against unnecessary supervision post-incarceration. Because again, you will go and do your time and then now they still got you on chains and bars walking around for 15, 20 years. Because guess what? It's a check every time you have to go see your probation officer. Her work on criminal justice reform led her to launch the Taking Action for Good, which advocated for clemency and pardons for over 100 people. She also published a book and partnered with the philanthropic organization Stand Together. So I just want to give Alice her freaking flowers for her struggles and for her being able to make it through that sentence to come out on the other side, because now she has what I call the Superwoman cape of life, that she is able to utilize these things in the benefit of others around her. So understand, struggles are not meant to hold you back. Struggles are meant to push you forward. Being uncomfortable is not meant to hold you back. It is meant to push you forward. So every time you find yourself in a position where you feel like you are struggling, remember, learn the lesson so you won't have to be there again. Learn it now, babe. Learn it now. You don't want to continue to go through the same door. Go through it once and never look back, because now you're able to utilize these things to help the next person. And Alice Johnson is a absolute representation of what that would look like, because I know a lot of y'all ain't do no 20-year bid and y'all complaining. You ain't never seen a jail cell in your life and y'all complaining. You live in the house with your mother right now and you're complaining. You have all of your bills paid and you're complaining. There is food on your table and you're complaining. You can go somewhere and sleep and it may not be in somebody's house. It could be anywhere and you're complaining. You have what I call breath. You know what that is? And you're complaining. Somebody died today and you're still alive. So do the right thing. I love you.